Mr. Gautam Sinha, HR Head, Century Cements. Brigadier Dr. M.K. Nag, Chief Advisor, Podar World College and Podar International College. Thank you, ma'am. May I now request Brigadier Dr. M.K. Nag to felicitate our Dean, Dr. Mrs. Vandana Lalla. Thank you, sir.
Podar Education Network, which is one of the most premier education networks in the country.
As the chief guest, he has been handling almost all major functions like HR, legal, corporate affairs, quality, ERP, and chalking out cutting-edge corporate planning strategies and leading to their implementation by innovative managerial and leadership styles. Dr. Keshav has also specialized in both transactional and strategic HR activities that included innovative competency and knowledge management, proactive attrition management mechanism, multiculturalism, innovative performance appraisal system and compensation structure, creativity and innovation through idea centers, value stream mapping and value engineering. Not to mention, few of his accolades include of having received commendations and awards including the prestigious Quality Culture Award at the World Quality Conference, New Delhi in December 2002 and has also been empaneled as National Resource Person on Quality by the Quality Institute of India, New Delhi, for his path-breaking words on quality excellence through innovative HR practices. He was also honored with Award of Excellence for Outstanding Professional Achievements and Contributions to the Industry by Mumbai Management Academy in April 2013. He has also been conferred the coveted HR Leadership Award by Asia Pacific HRM Congress in September 2014 at Bangalore. Also conferred the highly acclaimed Bharat Vibhushan Samman Award by the Global Achievers Foundation, New Delhi in May 2015 for outstanding individual achievements and distinguished service to the nation in economic and social development. Each year he gets one award. This year he is awaiting another. Thank you, sir. And may I please invite Dr. Keshav Nandy for speaking to the audience.
Very good morning to all of you friends. Good morning. I am grateful to Professor Vandana Lula, who gave a very, very inspiring speech now. In fact, he touched on some of the very important points which we treasure very, very fondly in the corporates, the values. Okay, and of course to Brigadier Dr. Nag, who has been like my elder brother long since. And he is one of the persons whose dynamism is so infectious. I have been associated with him. Yeah, it is very, very infectious. And I must say, I must be grateful to both of them for inviting me here today. And the topic that has been given is so interesting and it is so much contemporary. I was very impressed when I was told by Dr. Vandana Lula that, and of course by Dr. Nag also, that the type of curriculum that you teach, that is very, very industry specific, very, very practical. Compared to other places, many places I go to deliver lectures and tell you, let me tell you friends, they teach management like philosophy and history. Okay, so I feel very sad. I feel very sad because I am facing this problem every day in the corporate. Somebody comes with a very illustrious management degree from a very illustrious school and then I find that he is trying to solve today's problems with yesterday's solutions. There is a big mismatch. The philosophy of management that he has studied, he is not able to apply it to the industry. Because the industry requirements are changing so fast. All of you will agree. I must request you that you please write down your questions. Because I believe, because I am not able to spend so much time with the students that I would love to. But you have got somebody from the corporate. You should come down very heavily on me. You should bang me. You should bang with a lot of questions. You should bang me with a lot of questions and be very sure that I will answer each and every question. Because there is a big mismatch, and that mismatch I am very happy that you are addressing in this college, and we will be able to address at the end of the lecture. So be ready with the questions and ask me. Please write down. Okay. Having said that, let me just tell you as to what are the important changes that have happened in industry which is keeping you on your toes. But before I say that, always think that you are a product for me. Once this is in your mind, I am very sure you will be a successful corporate leader. I come from the corporate, you are a product for me. And this institute is preparing this product. So number one, the product should be market ready. The product should be industry ready. Okay? Suppose you have gone with your friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. You have gone to KFC. You ask for something and they say, sorry, this is not ready today. You come tomorrow and it will be ready. Do you think you will wait there? You will not wait. You will go to McD nearby. That is what we industries are doing. We are looking for the skill every day so desperately. Never ever think that we are not in search of people, good people. But we need the right fit to the right job. And that is what somehow is not happening. So, what I will do is, the type of requirements that we have in the industry now, that I will very briefly tell you. Then I will point out to you what are the mismatches, but never ever think that for the mismatches only the colleges are responsible. It is not so. I should say industry is more responsible than you. Industry has not done anything. I'll come to that. But important point is, what are the important changes that have taken place? You all know that post-globalization, the most important thing that happened was what? Opening of the market. In fact, when we went to borrow from IMF, I will not tell you the history, you know why we had to go in 91. Okay? That time they insisted on 12 conditions to lend us money. And the first condition was opening of the market. Right? Before that, the customs duty was ludicrously high level of 900%. So you cannot import anything from outside. It will become so pricey the moment they reach India. So you had to make do with cars like Ambassador. And you know what is Ambassador? Ambassador is slightly more reliable than a bullock cart. Okay. So we had to make do with stuff like that. And Bajaj scooter, which broke my head, it is still, I am sort of physically handicapped because of the Bajaj scooter. Because what had happened, let us just talk about it. But important issue is, we had insulated, we had elbowed out competition by all these protective policies. And that is what IMF said, that the first condition is open the market. The moment we opened the market, a lot of competition came in. Quite obvious. Nobody can ignore a market like India. If Americans are in love with us and everybody wants to love India, it is not because we are handsome or beautiful or anything great about it. It is because we are the most important market. Nobody can dare to ignore us. Right. And that is what happened. A lot of competition came rushing in. And you know what happens in a competitive scenario. If there is a competition anywhere, the first thing that happens is search for cutting edge. Okay? Vis-a-vis your competitor, you look for search for cutting edge. And when you look for search for cutting edge, you try to do it with technology, with finance, then you fail. Because if you have best technology, your competitor is also getting the best technology. So you do not have cutting edge. If you have best access to the finance, then your competitor has also best access to finance, best access to market. So where from cutting edge will come? It will only come from the toolbox that you carry in your head. It has no other place to come. That is how the entire focus shifted to HR. Because you are the HR people, they are the best manager of the toolbox that all of us carry in the head. Okay? And this toolbox is activated by something we call what? Performance. Right? Performance was not such an important factor earlier. Okay? Because everything was structured by government policy, so naturally performance was not going to play a very important role. But in a competitive dynamics, how to be successful, performance came to occupy the central space. Now you must be taught by professors as to what is performance management. I don't want to get into the details of it. But two components are very important in performance. What? One is motivation, the other one is skill. There has to be a combination of both. If Madam Luna just now was telling this is the first choice of the parents now, this school. Why? Why people are not preferring to go to government school or maybe Kendriya Vidyalaya? Why they are coming to her? Because of this difference, you will find highly skilled people in the government schools. Yeah, but there is no motivation, because of which the delivery model has got lopsided altogether. Same thing we face in the corporates also. So when we change it, when we are changing it now, we suddenly see that these 2 points are very important. One is motivation and skill. And motivation, you know what? Somebody must be teaching you motivation. Again, I will not repeat it. But what is that you understand by motivation? Of course, I don't want you to answer here. I will reply myself. Suppose you say that I can run 10 kilometers in 1 hour. I do some magic with you, because of which suddenly you start running 12 kilometers. Right? So 12 kilometers minus 10 kilometers, 2 kilometers is the role of motivation. Okay? Now in the present day corporate world, believe me, there will be some natural leaders who will be always inspiring you, motivating you. But my advice to you would be, never depend on external motivation, because it is a tough competitive job in the corporate. Sometimes it is cutthroat. Don't wait for the day when somebody will come to motivate you. You should learn how to motivate yourself. So self-motivation has to be the key. If self-motivation has to be the key, then again, 2 things will become very important. Number 1 is values that Madam Bandra Madam had just now told so nicely. The other one again she has told, I am borrowing from her. That is, you should know how to dream big. So self-motivation ka 2 astra, 2 weapons. One is strong values, the other one is your ability to dream big. And friends, when you dream big, somebody was quoting, I think, your good name please? No, he was quoting.
Kaushal.
Yeah, Kaushal was quoting Peter Drucker. Okay, our biggest guru in management. He had also said this, that the greatest tragedy of human life is not that you dream big and miss it. I repeat. He said the greatest tragedy of human life is not that you dream big and miss it, but you dream small and achieve it. This is the greatest tragedy. Why it happens? Because most of us, we are dragged to the comfort zone. Because we are dragged to the comfort zone, we try to see small dreams and be happy about it. But please, from today, think once that your being born as human being is the biggest blessing of God. How many of you are sure that you will be born as human being in your next birth? None of you. If you have gone on a Sunday to the market, chicken market, you will see just you point your hand like this and the chicken is chopped off. How many of you are sure that you will not be born a chicken in your next life? None of us is sure. So moral of the story is, celebrate this life as human being, which is a special blessing of God. When you can, the entire life is in your class and you can do anything with it. So friends, dream big, as he said, and change your dream with all the passion. That also he said. What is passion? Passion is nothing but what? Pagalpan. Okay, that is the only Hindi word I know about it. If you know something else, you suggest. So change your big dream with all the passion. And suppose in the process of chasing the dream you make a mistake, that also I am insulating you. In the process of chasing a big dream, suppose you make a mistake, then that mistake will become right. You know, Columbus never wanted to discover America. He wanted to discover India alone. And when he reached American shore, he was confused. That I had read in history, Indians so kale hote hain. How is it that I am seeing all red colored people here? But his passion, Pagalpan, was so strong, he said, no, I have reached India only. And that is why he started calling them Red Indians. That is why the aborigines in America are called Red Indians, just because a man called Columbus had committed a mistake, a blunder of reaching the wrong place. My question to all of you is whether this blunder prevented his name from being written in golden letters in the annals of history. No. He would have been equally famous if he would have discovered India. So what is the difference between right and wrong? There is no difference. Your passion will straighten up everything. It will make all the wrongs right. Like Wright brothers when they were trying to fly the machines. The entire village came and told them, you bloody fools, you do not know that birds fly because they have wings. And you are trying to fly the machines. Please give it up. Please give it up and do something sensible. Suppose Wright brothers would have given up and done something so called sensible, friends, we would not be flying today. We will be still traveling by bullock cart. Just because they chased a big dream and caught the dream with both the hands, they never gave up, and that is why we are flying today. Okay? So all the mistakes will become right if you chase a big dream with all passion. Why talk about them? You look at this poor fellow Dhani who was smoking bidi in Ranchi station. Okay? Working as a TTI in a train. Okay? But he never allowed his dream to go out of his hands. And that is why what he is today. Right? And not only that, friends. When you change a dream with all the passion, all your weaknesses will also become strength. All of you know, when Amitabh Bachchan came to Bombay, he was rejected in all the movies. They said, "Arey, ye to bamboo hai." Okay, ये bamboo है. What he is going to do? वो heroine को गोद में लेगा क्या? So he was rejected everywhere. Right? But that man never gave up. He clasped on to the dream of making it big with both the hands. As a result of which, he is the emperor of Bollywood today. Okay? I'll give another example also. Rani Mukherjee, when she came, they said, अरे इसका voice तो पूरा मर्द जैसा है. ये तो हीरो तो भाग जाएगा. रोमांस किधर से आएगा? Okay, her romance will come. Right? But she also never gave up. She never went back to Calcutta again. She clasped on to her dream with all the passion. And by doing that, she converted her husky voice to be the sexiest voice of Bollywood. What has happened to her today, you forget. All of us will grow old, you forget it. But important is she was the reigning queen of Bollywood for a very long time. So this weakness, both of them, they converted to strength because of their ability to clasp on to the dream with all the passion. So that is one. Right? Now come to the next step. This is how you will motivate yourself in the corporate when you come. Self-motivation. Self-motivation. Right? Always understand the reality of being born as human being, the greatest blessing of God, and explore your life in all potentials. Believe me friends, whenever we die, almost 80% of our potential goes straight to grave because of the cardinal sin you commit during your life of not exploring your potential. You do not explore your potential. You become very fond of comfort zone because of which 80% of your potential goes straight to the grave. Never allow that to happen. Explore all your potential during this life. It is such a short life. It is such a short life. It is for celebration, glory and exploration. This is number one. Second point comes, as I said, motivation, and then is your skill. So hard skill is a very important issue. And when we talk about this skill, please remember that in corporates, we are trying to reinvent ourselves every day. Because with such a incessant competition around, I cannot expect to solve a problem the way my competitor has solved. The moment I am following his model to solve the problem, I am becoming a follower. I cannot be a leader. Okay? If I am a follower, yes, I have lost. I have lost the battle. I have lost the game. So how do I become a leader? That means every day I have to reinvent. I have to reinvent the way I am solving corporate problems. And problems will be there every day because new challenges are coming up and we'll have to do that. And then, how do you equip yourself with the contemporary knowledge to solve the problem? All of you are being taught in the management schools some of the solutions, some of the ways how to solve the problems. But the moment you are coming to the corporate, you find that that is not a solution for you. I can give you hundreds of examples. You must have been taught by your professors about motivational strategy, motivational theory. Okay? Theory in motivation, Maslow's theory of motivation. So Maslow says there is a hierarchical theory. Once your physical needs are fulfilled, then slowly you will move up to the point of self-actualization. He said this, he had written this in 50s because that is the way the industry was being run at the time. Today tell me your friend who is working in TCS or any other company, he has bought a flat in Bombay. Next time you ask him, when are you moving to self-actualization? You have studied. Maslow, tell me. He said, go to hell. I will have 3 flats in Bombay, 2 flats in Calcutta, and 1 flat in Delhi. These are my goals. So he remains stuck with the physical requirement for a very long time, which was not contemplated when Maslow wrote it. Okay? Now in the boardroom, the directors, they are asking, that you have recruited this marketing head at a CTC of 1.5 crore. The HR head they will say, please tell that he is contributing 15 lakhs per month to the company. Otherwise, the type of CTC which you are paying, that is meaningless. Then the moment HR head gets this firing from the board, he comes back and asks the HR guys, how to calculate return on investment? How to calculate return on hire? If I am paying this man 10 lakhs per month, is he giving 10 lakhs back to the company? How do I calculate? The obvious answer is, humko to management school has not taught us. This was not in our syllabus, sir. This answer most of the time I gave. This was not in our syllabus, sir. So how do I know? But I need this. Business needs it. Business demands it. Industry demands it. That there should be return on hire. Okay? If that is so, then how do you calculate it? Then I end up in my company, I tried teaching them as to how to do. Somebody who has taught you performance management must have told you as to how the KRAs are to be fixed, how the KRAs can be quantified, and it can be done. But friends, this is not in your syllabus. That is the unfortunate part of it. So, what I am telling you is, I don't want to blame only the management schools that they are teaching something which is not being, implemented in the industry, so there is a big hiatus or big mismatch. In fact, to tell you frankly, industries have not taken any responsibility also.